Great to have you a part of this training tonight. We are doing an overview training of the Enagic web system back office. We're going to show you the Enagic side and the EWS side. You're going to see all the power that's available to you in your back office. This is an extremely powerful system, guys, but this webinar is really going to show you that. So hang out with us to the end. We'll try to make it as short as possible. You know how hard that is for us with all the value and systems that we have available. We're going to try to make this you know, a nice, smooth, clean webinar and as short as possible, but also make sure that we leave you with the impression of the exact power that you have at your fingertips. And we also will let you know exactly where all of these systems and tools are, and we will be breaking down each feature later in subsequent webinars. So stay tuned for information on that. We'll try to get that out as soon as possible. All right, Daryl, we're good. We have visual, so we're ready to get started. Siha, if you want to go ahead and
all right,
let everybody start out. My man Siha, how you doing?
Hey everybody, I am doing absolutely amazing. Welcome to the number 3 webinar here. We're so looking forward to this. You guys are in for a treat. You've got two of the best people in your back pocket when it comes to Enagic web system and, you know, our online business, because this is an online business when it comes to the computer and stuff like that. We have the old school way and we have the new school way. Yeah. And I want to ask you guys, the people that are all on the call, we're here. Why are we here? You know, are we here to learn more? Are we here to help our teams? Are we here to help out our lifestyle? Are we here for more time freedom? So that for me, that means for so many, working less and making more so that we have more time freedom. I think the answer to all that is yes. And we're going to get to the yes movement here later on. But I've got a question for you guys that are on the call, and that is, you know, have you ever wanted a centralized place where you can manage, organize your prospects, your customer list, your teams, your calendar, your marketing, that it's easy for you to use and easy for you to share and teach your teams how to use? I've always wanted that. And I thought, you know, I tried to create one for myself, and you know what, it bombed. It didn't work. And now we have EWS, or I've been learning with EWS. We have these tools that we can all access, and we all have had, and now we're going to learn it. So these guys here at Enagic Web System are the best of the best in the business. We have Eric Prusak and his brother Daryl Prusak, and I can't leave out the team, the EWS team, all the guys there and gals there that are helping us distributors, you know, move our business forward. So, you know what, I just want to get down to it. So without further ado, I want to bring in the expert, the pros, my dear friends, my great friends, Eric and Daryl. Please, guys.
All right. Thank you, Siha. I know you've been digging in the back office and making some great strides there, and teaching your team, getting them empowered with the actual system that we have here with Enagic. And a lot of people out there, we grow so fast, and we really do. A lot of people don't realize the power that's available to them. And maybe we do a poor job of getting that out. But we're so busy behind the scenes, it's really hard to keep things flowing. That's why we're doing these webinars. And there's a lot of exciting things coming for you guys. I absolutely promise that. There's a lot of really great announcements that are come very soon, probably by the next event here in June, which I did want to mention. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you get to the big event in June. We'll talk about that towards the end. I'll get all the information pulled together. But like I said, we're down to the wire with this and making it happen for all of you guys. So Daryl, if you want to go ahead and get started, we're going to do this awesome training.
All right, let's do it. So as we've already said, we're going to be covering the back office today in kind of an overwhelming sweep. We're going to run through every single little nook and cranny inside that back office and give you a very clear picture and understanding of what every little nook and cranny is. As Eric mentioned before, we won't be diving deep into every single feature, so that you know, that's going to be saved for subsequent webinars where we dedicate more time to kind of showing you all of the depth that actually exists in some of these great features that can help you manage your business. So, you know, for this webinar, what you're going to be seeing is from the back office perspective, what it actually achieves and what we accomplish. And what we're talking about here is self-training and education. Now, the back office can help you with that, especially if you're new, or maybe you got dropped in and your sponsor's not with you on this. You want to learn more about Enagic, whatever the situation might be. You can learn a lot from the EWS back office. The self-training and education program is going to be we'll go over kind of like the different areas inside the back office where you can actually achieve that. You can also, we're going to be showing you how you organize and you manage your business in the back office. And we're also going to be showing how the back office helps you to market, brand, and yourself, brand the product, and build on the opportunity as well. So the first thing I want to do, we're actually going to be getting into the actual back office itself instead of just nonstop slides. You're actually going to see me going through the back office. But before we do that, I actually want to run through one section of the back office that I'm not going to cover so in depth when we're actually screen sharing. And that section is the distributor area. This is an area that most people see when they first sign up, especially if you signed up as a free member. This is the distributor area for Enagic as a free member. Your homepage looks a little bit different if you are signed up as a EWS paid subscriber. But real quick, I wanted to walk you through some of the different areas that are inside the distributor area. We have kind of a new entry here, the ARS Temporary ID app. This is a system that Enagic developed to help people get ID numbers faster before the sale is fully booked. It's an interesting system. If you have any need to get your ID number before your sale is fully processed and is delivered to you in the end, this is a way that you can actually pull that off. So you might want to check out that little system there. Then we have, of course, the Enagic forms. Every single form that Enagic has worldwide, you're going to find inside the Enagic forms area. So it's a very organized by region of the world, and you can find every form that you're looking for. They're always kept up to date as much as possible. Sometimes some of the farther out offices don't let us know when they've updated a document. So every once in a while there might be one out of date, but we do a pretty good job keeping all of those documents up to date globally. Then we have the Distributor News. The Distributor News is actually a really great blog to stay up to date on all of the most important things that Enagic wants you to know about. The Distributor News is also a portal that's integrated into the mobile app. So if you have the Enagic Mobi app, and you better, because why not? Everybody should have it. Get the mobile app, and it's got corporate news actually integrated into it. And all of the really important stuff, your mobile app's going to pop up if you've allowed push notifications, which why not? Everybody should. And it's going to tell you about the news that Enagic wants to make sure that you know about. So distributor news is a very important area to stay upbeat on the most important aspects from corporate and from EWS. Then we have a compliance section. This is a very important section too. As all of you know, there are a lot of strict compliance regulations that we all must adhere to. If you've signed up as a distributor, which all of you have, because you should, then you should also have signed the policies and procedures document, which has defined a number of different rules that you have to follow in order to do your Enagic business. So we have a compliance section in here that goes through a little bit of that shares the policies and procedures, but it also is a great place to go and download the logo that you see there on your screen, the Enagic Independent Distributor logo. As some of you might not know, you're not actually supposed to be using the Enagic corporate logo in any of your advertising or marketing or any of your Facebook pages. You're supposed to be using Independent Distributor logo. And we have logo packs available, so anyone that's doing any kind of print or whatever kind of materials that you're producing, we have everything that you need packaged up into zip files that you can download from the compliance area of the back office. Then we have the education area. This, I saw actually a Facebook post recently. Somebody was asking, is there a bunch of common questions, or is there some place I can go and like just read some of the common questions that new distributors have and get some of the answers? This is actually the place that you do want to go. This is different than the frequently asked questions area on Enagic.com, which is much more public facing and it's about the product. This is the distributor oriented area. So there's a lot of Q&A inside here that is much more oriented to distributors. A great place to go and educate yourself on all of the nuances of the business. We have promotions and EAP membership promotions. Anytime Enagic's running any new promotion, then they'll put it up in there. We got EAP membership information. We got eFriends. Every issue that comes out is being archived right here, so you can go through the past magazines and check them out if you like. Then we have the tax calculator. This is a common feature people have been using over the years, because when they need to get down to brass tacks and give their customers an absolute, this is what it costs, this is going to calculate their shipping and their taxes for the area and the address that you put in. Fun note, this tax calculator is also integrated into your mobile app. So you actually have it with you whenever you need it. All you got to do is log in your mobile app, click it, and it's pretty much the same interface. Just put it in addresses and select the machine and go. So this is a great little feature that will help you guys calculate those things very quickly and efficiently, since really the taxes and whatnot are very complicated. The integrations there are very complicated. There's all different tiers and levels of taxes and different tax rules all over the place. So this is going to help you to handle that. It is only in the US and Canada right now, but calculates all of those perfectly. So all that being said, I actually want to take the time now to move directly into the back office. So right now you guys should have the back office up on your screen. Pretty sure you do, yes? Yes, good.
We're good, man. Awesome.
Just because I saw it real quick, I saw it in the chat. How much for the mobile app? Mobile app has no price tag. Go get it. That's why I'm saying. If you don't got it, go get it. Just search it in your app store, download it, log in, you're good to go. All right, so back office, this is, like I said, this is the home page. If you are not a paying member, this is the home page. It's kind of like a portal to everything Enagic gets you rolling. But if you are a paying member, which why not? You should be, right? So paying members will actually see a back office like this. This is the marketing system dashboard. And right down the dashboard is going to give you some basic stats about your prospects, how many prospects are in which newsletter campaign or custom campaign that you have. Down the right side is just a reminder for all the different websites that you have and their web addresses, especially if you have domains configured. It keeps you in the loop on that. You can go, you got the little shortcuts in here to go manage your domains or configure the details in the websites. You know, billing information, upcoming events. These are official Enagic events that are posted here in this area. Then we have this website stats area, which I'm going to go into a little bit later because we've had a lot of discussion about website stats lately. So I'm going to want to really kind of touch on that a little bit more deeply. So starting off, we're going to head right into the marketing system. Like I said, we just now covered via the slides, we covered this whole area, right? That's what you just saw me cover. Distributor area, done, check. Marketing system. Now, first area of the marketing system is the contact manager. Contact manager is essentially the database. If you're not building a database, you're not building a business. That's something that everybody really needs to understand. If you're not building a database, you're not building a business. The database is important. This is your database. All right, this database is not only going to hold all of your prospects and potential buyers. That's not all that it's for. It's also going to hold all of your teammates and extended teammates, everybody that's part of your group that you love to communicate with, that you'll call your team. It doesn't have to be your downlines. It could be your team. And Enagic, I love that about Enagic. That's what we all are. We're teams, and it's not all about downlines and how we're all, you know, we cross all over the place. So this helps you manage all of those people and pull them into your database, have a team identified as your team in this system, so that you can actually easily follow up and target your messages to your database. So by, you know, grouping them or segmenting them however you like. So, you know, of course, in the contact manager, you got your contact list. I'm going to go into this, like I said, a lot more deeply later, but just real quick, you know, you can expand these little items here off to the side to see any details. You can right click any one of these to go ahead and edit it. And just a cool feature that most people don't even know about is you can do a, you know, control or shift click to highlight many of them, and then right click and hit edit. And this is called a time saver, right? You're getting all of those contacts loaded up right off the bat.
That's a techie thing right there.
Yeah, well, you know, I got to show my little toys out, man.
I know. Most people don't realize how much this can do, how fantastic it can be. That's why I have you doing the training today.
Out of nothing, you know, but it takes effort to program them, so I'm going to show them off, right?
All right, good. Let's do it.
we got tab-based editing, and of course, if you forgot to grab one from that beginning page, you can just search right here for the contact that you want, select it, and there it is. So very easy way to manage your contacts, a lot more cleaner than most of the other contact management systems I've seen in the past. Fast, easy to use. You update all your information. You got notes down here that you can keep. You got
One thing to know is it's Enagic based. You know, a lot of people are using these different systems. I won't mention names, but the bottom line is you have a CRM that is Enagic based at your fingertips. And when you leverage it appropriately, you're going to see amazing results. And we're going to teach you all of those techniques as we move forward.
And every single contact form, anytime anybody went to your website, this person went to your website and submitted any contact form on any one of your websites, that's all going to be listed right down here. You're going to have a whole list of all of the conversations that you had with them previously. You got manage groups here. This is, for segmenting is the typical marketing term. We decided to call it grouping because it's a lot more fair for the average person to understand. We group people together. You can create any number of different groups and group any number of contacts into any number of groups. This makes it incredibly powerful because when you're doing proper grouping and this is what we call managing your database. It's not just getting people in, it's also about tagging them and grouping them and getting them in order so that you can actually do great follow-up with them. You leverage that group later on. And then of course we have an import export contacts area allowing you to, you always have full control over all your data, so you can always export all of your data for whatever reason that you need. We do have an import system as well, so we don't allow importing of purchase lists and spam lists and all that because we don't do spam. We don't like spam. Who likes spam? Nobody likes spam, so we don't do spam. But we do allow you to import like your address books and your contact list that you've curated from your business efforts and whatnot. That's no problem. So that's the contact manager in a gist. This is also all fully integrated into Mobi. So, if you don't got Mobi, why don't you got Mobi? You should get Mobi. Everybody's got Mobi. Get Mobi. Mobi is important. It's got the contact manager all loaded up for you. So, and it's always fully synchronized. So no matter what happens, your data is always there. You can edit it in your phone. You can edit it in your back office. Boom, boom, bada bing, bada boom, it's done. Okay, contact emailer is the next feature that we want to look at. Contact emailer is a very important part of the contact management system, of course. This is our communications tool. And from the contact emailer, this is a very powerful feature because this is not just like compose a new email. We're not just going to Gmail to write if you're going to Gmail to write an email to your contacts and you're going to Gmail to write an email to your team, stop it, please. This is going to be so much better for you. Learn this new method. It's actually pretty easy. It's pretty slick. And it's going to be so much, you're going to thank yourself later because it's going to keep all of your history. It's going to keep everything organized. You're going to be like, wow, I got to send that email again. I got like 20 more contacts on my team. I need to send that email out to them. You can actually pull it off really easily here, right? So from the compose email, of course, this is where you select who you want to send it to. It's got a pretty standard interface. But the one thing that's not so standard is being able to target your groups. So as you can see here, everything that you've been grouping with, everything that you've been targeting, we actually do automatic grouping for you as well. When you're using our system, you'll notice things like the True Health webinar groups and stuff pop up because we're doing some automatic grouping for you as well, just to kind of give you the ability to target people that are doing things in your different websites as well. So, this is a great way to really be able to maximize your efficiency because when you're doing a send to ready to buy group, so like, say you got these people that, really on the line, you tag them with this ready to buy group, they're ready to go. You want to communicate with those people very clearly, but you don't want to be impersonal and you definitely don't want to send a big 2CC and out everybody's email addresses. You just come here and click ready to buy and then type in your subject. And down here, what's cool is I'm going to load a template just so we can make it faster for me, but they're ready to buy, so I'm going to send them Enagic machines are tax deductible, just kind of push them over the edge, right? They're ready to buy. It's getting close to tax season or whatever. I'm going to send them this email because they're ready to go. It's important to note down here in the email, right here, you see prospect first name. We do that on purpose, right? Because it's going to be replacing the name of the person you're emailing with their name right there. So every single email that's sent, it's very personal. It's coming directly from you. It's not a mass email. It's addressed to them, and they don't see all of your other contacts that are getting it. So it's a very personalized email experience, but you didn't have to sit there and send 20 of them, right? So get out of Gmail, stop it. And if you're in Yahoo, I don't even want to talk to you. So we're not even going to talk about Yahoo. Yahoo, no, that's not, or AOL, come on. So get into your back office and use these tools. As you can see, I can even set this up in the future. So I got a busy week. I got a lot of travel, but I have to get my emails done. I'm sitting down on Sunday evening or Monday afternoon, and I'm ready to pump all of this stuff out. I can actually schedule everything up. So I'm sending to this group. I'm going to send another email to my team on this time, and I can schedule everything accordingly. I just click send later. And it doesn't matter when I want to do it. I just select any time in the future, set the time, and I don't even have to think about it after that. The email will automatically go out to everybody in the list. And if you got, that's what we call a queue, right? So if you do schedule any emails up to go out, they're all going to be landing in your queue. So even if you schedule one up and you're like, oh my God, I got to stop that one, or I need to edit it, you can come into the queue and do that. All of the emails that you actually create and schedule that have not fully gone out in total will be listed here in the queue. Even emails that you said send immediately, and it's like to everybody, maybe only 100 has been sent so far, and they're still sitting in your queue. You can come in here and stop it if you need to. So it's got nice features that way too. When it's done sending, it's going to move from your queue into your history. So history is where every single email that you've ever sent is being recorded, and who those emails were sent to is just a tap away. You can always check that information. You can come and get statistics on every single email that you've ever sent. You can see how many people read it, how many people clicked a link in it, which links they clicked, when they did it, and then you can target those kind of people. So you can like drill down. If you're ready to buy group and you send them that tax deductible email and like 4 of them clicked your link and read it right away, you can go in there and segment those right off the bat and send an email to those people and start communicating with those hot prospects as well, and without having to bother your whole list all the time with just spam and spam and spam. And it's always good to refine and refine and refine to get a focused message to bring your, essentially this is funneling, right? So you got to funnel people down into tighter and tighter groups and make sure that you are sending the right message to the right group of people. So this system helps you do that. No other system is going to be helping you do that. Whatever you're using right now, stop it. Use this. So we have the drafts area is just, you're writing an email, you're not done, you didn't finish it. It's auto saving, or you can save it as a draft, come back to it later, whatever you want to do. You just click the pencil to load it back up. Templates. This is really good too, because how many times are you creating the same message over and over again? Build your template list. It's very easy as you're building. As you see, the email that I just loaded up actually before is right here. It's one of my personal templates, right? So I just created that template and saved it in there, and now that's my template. I can send it out whenever I need. Very good to do this. If you're not building a procedure, if you're not building a process for your sales engine, then you're just winging it, and you never know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. This is very important. You want to have your templates. You want to have messages that you want to send at these precise moments. Start building your template list, and then it becomes super easy. Every time you need to reach out to somebody, you just pop them a template and it's done. There's no thinking about it. Of course, every email that sends through the system has the statistics, as I said. We'll go into all that kind of stuff a little bit later. And then attachments, email attachments as well. You can attach PDFs or whatever it is that you want to attach to emails. We keep a library of all your different attachments here, so you can manage that library. If you are doing attachments, you'd actually do it right here from the composer. There's an upload attachment here. So you can upload new attachments that gets automatically saved to your own personal library. You can attach it from your library directly, as you can see here. So very robust system. It does everything that you need it to do. You got a lot of templates ready to rock and roll that you can cruise through. You can search, figure out starting points to build your own set of templates. We don't recommend that you just come in and send our built emails. There's just like blast. You don't want to really do that. Like I said, funnel people down and send the right message at the right time. Use our templates as a guide. So if you have a concept, search for that concept, see if we've made a template for it, load it up, and then edit it. Make it your own. Make it something that works well for you and that you're very familiar with. Save it to your own templates and you're good to go. Saving to templates, again, you can build your email right here. Save is right down here. Instead of send, we can save as a template. So that's how you get that done. So that's a real, super fast skinny on the contact emailer. Next thing that we have here is the task manager. Task manager is a calendar to manage. Mostly it's really just for your follow-up. So we can actually build calendar entries when you are talking to somebody and you want to schedule. They say, well, I got to look at that video. Then you say, don't just say, okay, well, look at it and let me know. Why are you taking that kind of approach? You want to say, okay, well, look at it. Do you want to schedule a follow-up time so we can talk about it? Go for that. Try to get your schedule full. You want your schedule to have all kinds of phone calls built into it so that you know who you got to follow up with and when. And this system here actually helps you achieve that. You can actually schedule all of your calls with all of your contacts, that you can assign every single entry into this calendar to a contact, so that when it actually arrives and your Mobi app is telling you, hey, you got to call somebody, it's also going to tell you who you got to call. And it's going to give you quick access to the contact so you can read the notes. Maybe you've taken some notes to remember who this person is and why you're calling them. So it kind of gives you that super easy access to manage your schedule and follow up with people. And you should always be going for that follow up. If you leave it out there, just, watch the video and get back to me, then, people are busy, right? Always schedule a follow-up call to kind of keep your schedule full. Really cool tidbit. This actually, we're putting a lot of attention into this task manager just recently, and we're going to be relaunching this entire system. And it's going to be a lot nicer, much more interesting, and we're going to have new features too coming out, where you're going to be able to send people a link from your Mobi, just say send schedule link, and people will be able to hit that link. It'll load up your schedule and show them what times you have available in your schedule. They just pick one and say, call me, right? So an automatic scheduling system is coming through the new update that we're about to release. So don't miss out on this. This is about organizing your business. If you're not organizing your contacts, your tasks, your calls, your follow-ups, your emails, what are you doing?
So very important.
Yeah, make sure that you're taking care of that from the very beginning, especially from the beginning, because it becomes such a hassle if you're already like this far into it, and then you got to sit down for like a couple weeks to plug it all in. Do it from the start, and teach your people that you're bringing on. Do it from the start. This is so vital and important.
Mastering the follow-up is absolutely key with all of this, So these systems you have at your fingertips are absolutely important to keep that flow going. Whether it be the task manager, the contact emailer, or the contact manager, all these systems are linked intricately together to help you master the follow-up process. And when you're mastering follow-up, you're mastering sales straight up. I'm sure Sihan knows that.
Yeah, I'm so with you guys. They're the most successful businesses that we know of in existence, from Amazon to your local grocery store, utilize some sort of back office or CRM system. And we need to do that in our business. And I couldn't encourage or inspire my teams to get on this. Like Daryl was saying, first thing, the sooner we get to use this, the sooner that our business grows and is manageable. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So moving on to the next feature here, this is the campaign manager. Good news is you don't really have to think too much about this until you start getting more advanced. Like I said, you're going to be building these email templates. And then as you're building email templates, you're going to find out, wow, maybe I really want to kind of have like more of like email 1, email 2, email 3, and I want it to go out this day, the next day, a week from now, and in a series. As soon as you hit that point and you realize that's what you want to start building with your organization, that's where the campaign manager comes in. Now, you're going to see a lot of campaigns here because we actually create these on our end, and we leverage them for a number of different opt-ins that you have throughout all of your different sites. You saw the previous webinar where I showed all of our contact forms. So we have a lot of campaigns here. I'm not going to go through every single one of them at this point in time. I think that's going to be better to cover in a later webinar when we get deeper into the CRM. But I will cover real quick just the hot ticket items here. We have the health awareness newsletter. This is your newsletter series. Anybody that's added to this campaign, which can be done from your websites or from the contact manager, will automatically get a drip of Kangen water coolness information right to their email box to kind of keep you in front of them, all personalized to them and from you, automatically without even having to think about it. you can always go into here and actually look at what the letters are, and you can even edit them. So if you needed to make a modification to make it more real, more true to you, you can actually do that and save those kind of edits. Down below now we have after sale for distributors and after sale for users. These two campaigns are key components to the back end of the system, because if you're booking sales digitally, which you should be, everybody should be, why aren't you doing it? Everybody needs to do it. Stop the paper, please. We're going to be booking all of our sales digitally and through Mobi app or through your website, which way they come in, as long as it's through one of those two methods tied to your account. Then as soon as that sale is complete and paid for in Enagic Shop posts the data back to EWS and loads them into these campaigns. So just imagine how that really pulls off here. The after sale for distributors campaign, it currently has one letter in it, and in that one letter, it's just saying, hey, welcome to my team, and give some basic information, as you can see here. So, well, that's the wrong letter. Anyway, this is the internals of the system, which I don't really want to get into this time around anyway, but you can add additional new letters here. So we out the gate, we come with the default letter, but if you're talking about after sale for distributor, you just signed up somebody to join your team. This is your team. You should be customizing that letter, not just taking our defaults. Get in there and customize it and make it personal, make it real, make it from you, make it your thing, and then add new letters, right? When you're building a team, you're going to eventually figure out onboarding your team starts taking a lot of work. And if you're constantly doing this Gmails and sending this email, sending that email, I got to tell this person to go here and go there. All of that process that you go through to manage your team could be automated, and you can create an onboarding system right here with this campaign. So after sale for distributors basically is a way for you to send an instant message thanking them and welcoming them to your team. Give them your Facebook group team chats and whatever you got. Give them everything. And then maybe a week later, or maybe just a few days later, you send them another email that says, hey, your machine should be arriving soon. We have this, and then continue the conversation. Start giving them the assets that bring your team together and onboard your team properly. And then you have the same thing after sale for users. These are non-distributors, people who have just bought product, but did not sign up to be a distributor. This is important too, because these are your customers. You got to take care of your customers. You just sold them a very wonderful, life-changing, life-altering device. And they're going to want to know more about it. They're going to want to understand more. This is a great way to do that. You can drip on them information about their machine, tips and uses, all kinds of things. Build that campaign out, and all of a sudden you got it happening, and you're sipping martinis on the beach, and you got no problems because your system's taking care of it for you. So it's important to understand, like, there's a lot of power here. This is how we automate the follow-up and make it personal. You don't want the same things, the drone stuff going out all the time. Make it personal. It's very important to put that effort in. And there's other campaigns we'll go into a little bit later in another webinar, but this is a key component. This is a key component. It's not something you have to engage right off the bat. A lot of it works automatically on the fly. You don't have to worry about it right now, but know that it's there and know that you're headed there, because you should be. Now we have the website manager. In the website manager, this is where we're going to be configuring all of our different websites. We all the time get people asking, can I change this? Can I change that? Can I do this? Can I do that? A lot of the time, the settings are right here. If they're not, we tend to create them for you. So if you come in here and you're configuring one of your websites, like if we go down to, for example, the True Health webinar website, and we hit the configure button here, we can sit here and we can disable, we can actually look at some of the webinars that actually happen throughout your True Health webinar website. You can just like double click one. Well, right, I don't want to disable, so let's re-enable all of them. So you can like double click one and actually start playing that webinar. So you can actually come in here, watch the webinars, know which ones you like. Maybe there's some that you like more than others. Maybe you want to customize this list a little bit. It allows you to do that. You have to always have at least 2 webinars enabled, because we're going to be doing a replay, and we're going to, anyway, I'm doing too much detail on that. Anyway, the point is that if you got Facebook tracking, for example, you want to be, if you're doing advertising to your True Health webinar site, look into the Facebook pixel. Facebook gives you what they call a pixel. It's code. You copy that code, you come in here, you paste it into here, and we have automatically, we'll recognize that that's Facebook tracking code, and we'll integrate it into your site. So it's tracking not only the traffic and the page hits directly to your Facebook ad campaign, but it's also going to be tracking every opt-in. So you're getting clean data from that. So a lot of features are built in here to manage your websites. Every website kind of has a different set of features. Like I said, these features literally grow by request. People telling us they need this or that. So don't be shy. If you need anything, you can come in here and do that. That's pretty much the website manager. Then we have the domain manager. Domain manager is the companion to the website manager. You don't have to use it, but if you're not using it, why aren't you using it? Everybody should use it. Why aren't you using it? You should use it. Domain manager is important. You've got to link your domain.
All about SEO, Daryl, right?
Yeah, if you're using the standard URLs that we give you, fine, okay, you can link people, great, but you're not building any value. By going here, you click add domain, search for domain name, buy it, and it automatically configures everything for you right out the gate. If you're on the distributor plan or higher, you're going to get our global SEO boost, as you can see here. This is the SEO boost activated with global distribution. Obviously, we can't do all of these like great features. We can't buy your SSL certificate and give you global SEO boost distribution on the basic $30 a month plan, which has only increased in value and hasn't changed in price since we began back in 2006. So
websites instead of one, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, only increase in value. But when it comes down to these additional features that we put in just a couple years ago to be able to automatically generate your security certificates, we buy that in the back end, and then we distribute your website all around the world, with servers all around the world, so that when a search engine or a visitor visits your website, they're getting it from the location closest to them. So your website stays fast no matter what. And that's really good for search engines, because that's one of the key factors that they look at to rank you. If your site is really slow, then you're getting downranked. So when you're building a global business, like with the E2 website, with all the 24 different languages built into it, you're going to want to make sure from those 24 different regions of the world to speak those languages, your website works fast, and that gives you that extra edge that nobody else has to get your site ranked in search engines, because it's working fast from all over the world. So those are just kind of like two little features that you're going to have.
Just want to put a note in there, Daryl. I mean, when it comes to SEO and all the tweaks and features that are there, I mean, we should do a webinar just on that if people are interested. What I want people to understand and trust and know with us and EWS, we've been here again for 14 years. We've proven ourselves over the years. There are so many details, minute details that go into making the system what it is, how it works. The ability to rank replicated websites is kind of unheard of in this industry still today. I mean, really. So all these features and systems we put in as knowledge of 20 plus years in this industry since the beginning. Daryl and I have been here, so we've learned all of these things, and we take all that knowledge and wisdom and put it into the system that you have available. And we're constantly upgrading, constantly adding and tweaking the system to get you the best results we possibly can. So I just want you all to know and understand that. Daryl's talking pretty fast. He's got a lot of details to put into one webinar, but truly, like, the amount of information would probably take 8 hours just to talk about all the techie stuff. So if we have a huge techie group out there that want to hear all this, let us know, and we'll do a webinar for you guys. I just want you guys to know you're in good hands. You're back.
So a lot of features are packed into this little feature, as you guys can see. But basically, just understand, this is where you get your domain set up. If you already registered your domain elsewhere, it's not a problem. You can still come in and add it here. You don't actually have to buy it through the back office. So it just takes a little bit of extra setup, because we're not in control of your domain, so we can't do all of the fancy configurations. So when you do add your domain, it's going to tell you what you have to do, what name servers you have to change on your domain to get it fully integrated. So all of that is handled. There's so much logic that goes into the system behind the scenes, it would blow all your brains out. So
that's why I said something.
It's a big system, and Eric's telling me don't go too deep. So I'm not going to go too deep. but that is the domain manager. We have the video manager next. This is actually a really key feature to the system, because this really integrates very well with the Kangen demo website, as well as the Mobi app, and this video manager list is like it's integrated in all of your websites.
Very powerful. When you really think about how you can use this, I mean, think about it. It's very powerful.
So, first thing you should understand is what we do is we give you a set of default company approved compliant videos that are used on every website. As you can kind of see, that's listed here. You can, drag and drop, sort and reorder the videos if you want them to kind of come up in a different order. Again, like I said, personalize. Think about your presentation. Think about your sales model. Personalize things. And you can also, like, say you have your own introductory video. You've already recorded yourself. You got it up on YouTube. You want to use something like that. All you got to do is paste that YouTube URL in there. And I don't have one on my clipboard that I can actually use to show you, but it's okay. We'll get into that later. It's really easy. You paste it. It grabs the thumbnails, everything instantaneously. You hit save, and it's added to your list, kind of like this ping pong trick shots video that I got here. And then, it also allows you to do, things like hide it and show it. So when the video is hidden, that means it's not going to appear automatically on all of your websites, but it can still be used manually from Enagic Mobi or set in the Kangen demo site as a default video. So little kind of key features that we'll get into later, but also allows you to delete any that you add. Very, very, very powerful, especially when we get into presenting Mobi. You're going to learn how amazing it is. I did a little bit of a presentation on this in the first webinar of this series. So if you haven't seen it, go back and check it out, because there's some really cool detail there. Video Manager is a really cool feature. Don't miss out on it. Now, website statistics is an area I did say I wanted to dig a little bit on. And all I'm going to dig on here is just to try to help everybody understand this for 1 second. Especially if you signed up, did everything that we said, you got your domain set up, and you got the SEO boost, you're going to see your traffic go through the roof. And I'm not kidding. You're going to see these numbers flying up. You're going to be like, oh my God, this SEO boost thing is awesome. I'm getting so much traffic. And then a little bit later, you're going to be like, but nobody's buying anything, I need to set the ground clear on this, okay? There is a statistic out there that all of the traffic, out of all the traffic on the internet, about 70% of it, upwards of 70% of it, are computers. They're bots, they're servers, they're programs, and they're running around the internet nonstop, chewing on everything that it can find. 70% of all internet traffic is that. So that's pretty huge. And what I want to bring to your forefront is, if you're not doing any kind of advertising, marketing, you're not getting your link out there, you're not pushing people into your site, I can guarantee you that the traffic that you're seeing on your site are bots. Now, is that good or bad? It can be both, really. It's mostly good. The bots are very healthy for your website, because most of them are collecting your web pages, indexing them, putting them into search engines. There's more than Google, right? There's more than Google in the world, and getting into all the other search engines always is useful. So you have a lot of bots out there collecting and consuming your site, especially once you get the SEO boost, because that's what makes you visible, right? Yeah. So as soon as you enable those features, all of a sudden you're really super visible, and you're going to get a big boost of traffic to your site. And it's good. It'll pay off in the longer run as those sites index you and get your link built into their system. That's going to help also boost your rank overall, because your link is getting out there and out there and out there and out there over and over and over again. So down the road, as you start really focusing on your marketing and building on that SEO, that's going to pay off in the end. So don't get too excited when you do see your hits go through the roof. Hits don't.
You can be excited. You just got to know what it is.
Don't get too excited. I've had some people come to me going, "Oh my God, I've had like 15,000 hits, and nobody's asking for a machine." Just don't get overly excited about that. What you can do to actually verify this, if you want. This is a little bit going too deep.
It's important, but no, it's good. I want people to verify what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. So it takes a little while to load, because this is my development site, and there has been a lot of hits. Don't worry about that. Let that little square spin until it's done. And it's what it's doing is it's grabbing all of the data for all of those hits across all your sites. So this can be a little bit slow to load. Once it is loaded, here's the important thing. Like if you're doing like Google Analytics, for example, they're just showing you general stats. They're not actually exposing any of the real data that generated it. For example, IP addresses. This is your data. This is your site. So we do expose that. You do have the IP addresses of the people that visit your site. And you can actually do a lookup on those IP addresses just to get that value. And this is to understand what it is that's actually visiting. And this is important. I've done this for a few people lately to help them understand what their traffic is. And I'm like going through like page after page after page of IP addresses, and I'm looking up every single one of them and showing them that when you do look it up, what you're seeing, if you read the data about it, you're seeing that this IP belongs to Amazon, or this IP belongs to Google, or this IP belongs to Baidu, or so you're going to see like names of like companies and server farms listed, and that tells you that those are bots, because nobody's visiting from a server. Those are applications. Those are bots visiting you. And then you'll see things, the more obvious ones. You'll see things like coming from Facebook and stuff. So you actually see the distinguishment there. So, you can literally just come in here and grab this IP address right here, and then you do, let me just do a quick search. So I did a Google, or I use DuckDuckGo. You could do a search for IP lookup tool, and this first one here, Ultra Tools, probably is just fine. And you just come in here and you paste in, oh, I didn't copy it. You paste in that IP address, and what you get is basically the company that owns it. If it's a real user, you're going to see something like Verizon or Sprint, or like the ISPs of the world. Sometimes you won't recognize it, and that's fine. But in this case, you probably don't recognize it as DigitalOcean. If you did a Google for that, you would find out DigitalOcean is a server company. So some server hosted at DigitalOcean visited my site from that IP address. And that kind of helps you to validate what I'm trying to tell you here, is that you can't just compare traffic to opt-ins, traffic to sales. You don't really want to do that. If you're doing advertising, then you want to track the results of the advertising. That's why I mentioned a little bit before, when you're doing the True Health webinar, don't just throw up ads and drive traffic to it. Get the Facebook pixel. Right? You can go.
You got to break it down. Yeah.
You got to break that down so that you're tracking the actual traffic that you want to track. Right? Don't just looking at hits is so 1990s. You can't do it anymore.
Way too much going on.
All right. So I just wanted to break that out in this conversation, because it has come up quite a bit lately, especially that SEO boost is really powerful. Yeah. It really exposes your websites when you do get it. So I just wanted to make sure everybody understood that.
We also have other stat system integration as well. Excuse me.
Yeah, you can integrate any kind of stat system you want. Google Analytics,
whatever.
Pixel, whatever you want. All of that is possible. If you want help with that, you can always contact support, and they can help you with that.
Awesome.
So under business tools, well, we already covered Enagic forms in the slides. I told you that you're going to be getting help now to brand your existence, and that's what this is. Under business tools, we have banners and ads. This is very important. If you're into building your business, you're going to have to start branding yourself and branding your own Facebook business page, and we help you do that. So, as you notice, this first one here, this is like an E6 looking banner. If you actually have the E6 website, it's kind of nice to get a banner that kind of matches your website. So when people click on your link, they recognize it, and it's not a foreign place. So, these are Facebook cover images that you can actually load straight into your own Facebook. Beautiful, graphics that you can use. Just get the one that feels best for you. If you're promoting UConn, if you have a UConn business page, you can, grab that. So we got a lot of Facebook cover images listed here. We have Twitter cover photos as well. So if you're tweeting, then you want to be having that Twitter stuff. We got YouTube. So if you're doing some YouTube channeling, this gives you a little bit of YouTube channel art that you can leverage. Viral social images. This is a database that is growing. Actually, we produce these pretty frequently. And as we produce them, we add them into this library. And this is a place where you can come anytime you want just to get ideas or grab a graphic and just shoot it out in social media just to have something to post. But there's a lot here that you can grab. Great viral images, usually a lot of positive messages that we focus on. And this kind of will help you to build content for your social profiles. So there's a lot that you can get out of here. And then this is like if you are doing any kind of blogger, we have additional kind of banners and stuff that you can leverage in the blogger. But this is an important area just to understand, leverage this, get your graphics, brand yourself. These are great professional graphics. If you have any ideas, you can of course always write in to support any ideas that you want to see, because that's how a lot of the time how we expand. We're here to help you guys get what you need. Audio library is a very important place. This is about a lot of your self-education. And some of these audios go like way back. So there's a lot of like great information that you can find here. The audio library is going to be all about listening to team calls, right? So, you can, if you know Eli and Jelena, they have a great call every Saturday, and my flash is disabled in this, so it's not going to play. But in any case, the audio library will give you all kinds of the audio recordings from all of these different great leaders, these great conference calls, these whatever it is that we got stored. Cruise through this area, just listen to calls. Just listen to calls. You're going to get so many gems out of just listening to calls. Just turn it on and listen to it while you're doing your emails. Do whatever you want to do. Audio library is very important. Make sure that you leverage that. There are some categories here that kind of help you sort through the different kinds of audios that we have ready to play for you. And we have a download library. This kind of contains some miscellaneous stuff. Don't miss out on it. I'm not going to go too in depth, but there's nice little touches in here, especially if you
Great event flyers back there, Daryl.
Yeah, event flyers, do-it-yourself business cards, stuff like that. Cool little features, little things that you can leverage. All comes with your membership. And that kind of takes us into, let's see, I'm going to kind of skip over those a little bit because I got a slide on that. Training and support, School for Champions. This is a great, actually, webinar series that was done. With Tamia Colon, or now, actually, we need to update her name now, right?
Timeless training.
Yeah. Anyway, Tamia really and Eric really put together a great a webinar series that is all about learning how to build your business. Don't miss out on this either. Come in here, check out these classes. Each one of the classes are named to help you follow along. There's so much value in here. This was actually a paid webinar classroom series originally, and then after a while we were able to open it up to everyone for free. So you have free access to one of the greatest, most wonderful, beautiful trainers that Enagic has. Tamia is just, she's really special. So definitely
she knows how to get the job done. So
definitely check this out.
Value there. Yeah.
If you're looking for some good heart-to-heart good training, this is a good place to go. So School for Champions, don't miss out on that under training and support. We also have the video tutorial area. This is actually kind of a very large archive of all of the training that EWS has done over the many years. All of it still very powerful, very relevant. We got business building workshop. If you want to learn a little bit more about building your business online organically and building your SEO, the BBW, the business building workshops in here are very wonderful to check out. We go really in depth on what it is like to build your online presence organically and build your SEO up. So business building,
real estate.
Yeah, building your online real estate. Yep. So there's a lot of great training in here as well. All of this is very EWS centric. So you're going to learn about how to do things in relation to leveraging the EWS tools at hand. Great training there. You don't want to miss out on that area. And then if you are like totally new and you're like, internet, what? Facebook ads, what is this? If you're really that basic, we actually did create a 101 little marketing area here to help you.
I'm only laughing because, you know, we need to update that area a bit.
Well, you know, no, it's great. It's totally basic, you know, and if you need to start at ground zero, come in here to the Online Marketing 101, and it just kind of describes the basics of EWS, why multiple websites, purchasing a domain, marketing online.
At ground one, just so you know, we all started.
Yeah, it's super basic, but really good to kind of get you up to the speed. Yeah. We also have a wish list area. You know, if you don't just chat it to one of our support staff, you can also just come in here and make a wish and vote on other wishes. This is how we get a lot of our guidance for development on things that you guys want to see come out and about. Billing and account under settings, you know, this is how you're going to manage all your plan and all your goodness there. If you want to upgrade, you don't want to downgrade, we could just remove that button, right? We're going to take that one out. So you could just manage your plan right there, manage your add-ons, whatever it is you need to do. This is also going to give you additional links into the settings of your websites, domain names. We already actually covered these two areas. We're just putting it in two places to make it easy to find when people are looking for stuff. Manage your social media. This is an important area too. Make sure you don't miss this when you are setting up your account. This enables you to, you fill out all of these forms here, and it enables you to fully integrate every single website in one fell swoop in one single place to all your social media accounts. So make sure that you do come in here and set this up, and that will enable special social media features in whatever website that you have. Ebook personalization. Now, this is actually a really cool area. This is something that is brand new. This came out as a result of one of our leader members who really wanted to modify the email that goes out with the ebook. So when somebody requests an ebook, an email goes out with your name on it, and it has just a little default kind of paragraph in it saying, here's the ebook that you requested. But she really wanted to add a lot more to that. So in this area here, she can actually do that. We have, of course, the different ebooks. We have the health ebook, we have the eco ebook, and we have the business ebook. So in here, you can actually just load the default email, so you actually know what is sent out normally, and you can customize it. Like we said, it's all about personalization. You guys got to get personal with this. You're building your business, right? Get personal. So, you know, if you want to, you know, customize that email, you can come in here and do that and hit save. This was a brand new, hot off the press feature. We implemented it the day after she requested it. So isn't that cool?
Yeah. Hey, it happens. When it's a good idea, it happens quick.
Universal settings. This is kind of where we put a lot of like miscellaneous settings that kind of apply to every single website. You know, some people don't like requiring the phone for ebook opt-ins, the name and email. Maybe that's all they want. You can come in here and uncheck that if you don't want to require phone numbers. And that's great. It updates all your websites in one fell swoop, so it doesn't require phone numbers to opt in. And then there's Impressum. This is a European requirement for the new regulations that happen over there. Custom code. This is oftentimes just integrations into your sites. And I'm not even going to talk about this one. Somebody really wanted it, and I said, you don't need it. They said they wanted it anyway, so they got it. So we're not going to talk about that one.
What do you do?
You know, you modify your profile. Make sure you keep your profile up to date. Make sure you have all of that information in there. It's very important. Make sure your time zone is set correctly as well. This is important for the calendar especially. But if it's not set well, when you log into your back office will notify you about it and give you an option. So it kind of detects that automatically for you. Email signature. This is the global place where you update the signature. So every single email that goes out from the system from you comes with an email signature, and that email signature, you should customize it. I mean, we just do the basics here. We lay down all of your different websites. You know, when you add a new website, we'll actually go ahead and add it to your global signature. So you don't have to manage it manually, but if you want to, you can come in here and just modify this, make it personal, all you got to do is update that signature. If you mess it up, don't worry, you can always revert back to your default. And that's about it for the back office, really.
Wow, we did it in record time. We did it.
I'm getting better.
That's awesome. Hey guys.
Hey, brother.
So if you don't mind, I had some notes from a distributor standpoint. That was awesome. And
Bring it out.
Given all that that talk, all I can think of was value, 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 and then followed by that was support, support, support. And EWS brings that, and then you guys keep pushing and saying, again, this is all about you, the distributor. This is all about your customization. Personalize it. Yeah. And that's what we're about. And everybody is coming from a different background or a different alignment. So we're going to be able to do that. But I also want to keep in mind with what is this for the customer? You know, we're the owner of our business, and most business relationships start and end with the customer experience. And I've always put my clients, my customers first and foremost. So everything that I'm doing, we're learning the back office so that we can serve our customer better. So for me, I always ask some simple questions. How can we serve the customer better? These are some notes that I wrote down while you guys were talking, and what means a lot to me and the customers out there. How am I staying connected with the customers and following up? You have the tools for this. You know, how can we be more efficient in our business as well as for the customer? You know, so it goes back to, you know, all this that you have, all the tools, it comes back to the customer experience. How are they experiencing it from the time that they get in to your website or to your funnel to the time that they finish, which is the final product of the buy. I truly believe that the benefits of learning and using the back office is so many. You know, it's going to streamline the flow of our prospects, our clients, and our team organization. It's better customer experience delivering their wants and needs, because again, the customer is important. Customer efficiency through their research and their decision process is all in the EWS system. You know, automated customer to team follow-ups. The ability to see what's going on with the customer through their journey. You know, we get to track it. We get to see the traffic. We get to reply back and deliver the goods to what the customer is looking for, not what we're looking for. And you guys have put all this together. I truly believe when we master this, we as distributors master this, this will save us time. This will save us money. And this will help us keep connected with our past, our present, our future customers and organizations. And ultimately, this will make us all more successful. So I can't thank you guys enough for having this CRM system. I keep calling it that. It's the whole back office. But to me, it's that magic CRM system that we can all utilize for ourselves, our business, and our customers.
Yeah, indeed. It's meant to see, how's this work? Manage. There we go. Wait, no, I need that one. Manage, organize, market, and grow your business. And I have to tell you guys, no matter what you're doing out in the field, hopefully it's compliant, but you know, we won't go there. But whatever you're doing out in the field to market and to grow your business, whether it be belly to belly or online marketing or whatever creative aspect that you have, we certainly don't want to stifle creation and output. EWS can support that. You know, all of your traffic should be headed towards that direction. You want to push all your traffic that way. You want to make sure all your efforts in the search engines and social media push traffic that way, because it's going to help your EWS website grow in its ranking ability. It's going to bring you more prospects. It's going to make you more an authority on the subject, which is important. So the system is built to, it's not a standalone system. I mean, all of your efforts, business card, as simple as that. EWS supports that, you know, with the ebook opt-ins and the DVDs and all that stuff. We help you to capture that information, you know, pique their interest, capture the information, educate the prospect, and close them is what EWS is all about. So I need you to understand that, like, EWS can support you in all of your efforts. And hopefully all of the training, as we go through all of this, you'll begin to see the light, and you'll see how this is actually true and how that can support you, because there's so many ways, as there are people out there, to leverage EWS. We built it that way. It may seem complex, but it's simple and complex at the same time. It's a beautiful thing when it comes to tech, right?
Yep. So a few more notes. As you saw in the back office, we did have links to Kangen events. If you don't know about it, this is a great place. It's a centralized hub. It is, EWS owns and operates this hub. So we filter all of the submissions to make sure that everybody that's submitting their events are actually distributors and doing the right thing. So you can always feel safe about the events listed here on kangenevents.com. And you can also sign up if you're hosting your own events. Don't miss out on the opportunity to get on the calendar and get your event listed. So you can actually just sign up for Kangen events. There's no fee, and submit your event, and we'll review it and get it published. And this is a great tool for everyone to use. Another great tool that many don't know about even is My Kangen Market. KangenMarket.com is, we built it primarily because we were looking to generate super, super high quality marketing materials that also was matching in the brands of your websites. So you oftentimes find business cards or flyers or stickers and stuff that can match the designs of the websites that you have. So we built Kangen Market just to kind of satisfy that need. There's a lot of product on here. You should just get on, check it out, from bottle stickers to just regular stickers, magnets, presentation folders. Presentation folders are really cool if you're really going after, especially if you're going after commercial business, building a presentation folder, having a nice branded folder with your and just so you understand what we do here, we're not buying like a bunch of things in bulk. We're not buying a bunch of folders in bulk or buying a bunch of flyers in bulk and then shipping you out pieces of it. That certainly would be easier and even cheaper for everyone if we did that. But it's not what we do. What we do is everything is custom made to order. So when you order something, it's literally, we have a designer who's receiving that order, who's opening up our design files and Photoshop and Illustrator and editing your details into it. So your name and everything gets printed directly on the product for the highest possible presentation. I mean, you're selling the gold standard product. You need a gold standard presentation. So these presentation folders are actually a really cool feature, along with these beautiful machine posters that we just added as well. These will give you some really great tools, and they're all branded with your brand on it. So don't miss out on that. Get materials that make sense for your business model. We're pretty fast on handling everything there, and all very good quality things. So that pretty much wraps it up. That shows you guys everything that we wanted to go over with the back office, but don't
hang up yet.
Don't hang up yet, because as with every previous webinar that we've done, we really want to impress upon you our yes movement. And we've seen the hashtags going out. We see a lot of you are really soaking up the yes movement. This is only going to get bigger, better, more lovely. So Eric had a few thoughts to share with you. So sit back, make sure your volume's good, and let's check out the yes movement philosophy.
As we go through life, we are faced with many challenges, some failures and some successes. When we fall, the key is to get right back up. Failure and success are intertwined. They need each other to exist. It's through their contrast that we choose every day to be better, to do more, and have more in our life experience. Failures, in essence, drive us towards our successes. We need both failure and success to grow as human beings. We learn from our failures. We apply what we've learned, and that is when we grow. There's a single word that has the power to shift our vibration in 1 second, and that word is yes. We've all gathered here today because we want more out of our lives. More happiness, more success, more prosperity, more love, more unity, more health, and more balance. We all want to be in the flow of all good things. But with one big heartfelt yes, all of that changes. It changes the instant that you say it, and more importantly, when you feel it. Yes is a feeling, more than just a word. When you feel yes, then you will know the power of yes. Yes can take you instantly to where you want to be and where you want to go and towards what you want to have. Even if what you desire is not fully manifested, staying connected to that feeling of yes will make it so. I firmly believe in our power to change our daily experience. I believe that all of us can create the future of our dreams right now. Yes is universal. Yes is creation. Yes is God. And even if you don't believe in God, yes is within you. You are yes. When you were born, the universe said yes. And there you were. When you first talked, walked, and asserted yourself in this world, that was yes. When you first went to school, made a good grade, graduated, got your first job, or went to college to expand your knowledge, when you first fell in love, all of that was yes at work. When you chose to join the Enagic family, you chose to change your life, and that was an astounding yes. True health is yes. Yes is a vote for you. It's an energetic shift. It begins the moment you start saying yes to life and to what comes to you, no matter what the situation or experience may be. Yes transforms everything. When you practice yes, it will broaden your horizons farther than you can ever imagine. Yes may not instantly lead you to your grandest success. You may even seemingly failed when you've said yes. But if you keep saying yes, you will get back up, you will find your way, and you will absolutely succeed. Yes will take you there. Believe in your yes. As we vibrate yes together, we magnify and multiply the creative life force within all of us. And without effort, it will spread to everyone we interact with. It's infectious. With the vibration and synergy of yes, we open ourselves to the abundant flow that is life. We align ourselves fully to the universal creative energy that surrounds and permeates us. Yes is creative, yes is kind, yes is loving, yes is beautiful, yes is expanding, yes is abundant, yes is receptive, and so are you. Yes is about being open to all of the possibilities and ultimately creating the life you've always wanted. Yes is about surrendering to what is, so you can receive the hidden gift in each life experience. Whether it be labeled good or bad, there's always a gift in each life experience. Seeing that gift and accepting that will help us grow and expand in the wildest ways. We open ourselves to miracles this way. These gifts will catapult you towards your life's purpose, guaranteed. The Yes Movement, or the Year of Yes, can help us shift and align our vibration and consciousness with the universal, all-powerful, free energy of yes. And this is extremely powerful. When we ask or pray for something, the answer is instantly and always a yes. Without fail, ask and ye shall receive. We simply need to stay aligned with what we want, and it will manifest. Yes is always there to support us and always available to us. Yes lives within all of us and thrives when we make the unconscious conscious. Yes neutralizes negative energy in an instant. Just keep saying it and feeling it, and you will see. The Yes Movement 2019 is a continuation of our positive movement which began last year. It's about spreading positivity, unity, faith, and manifesting the most powerful outcome for each of us in all that we do. The infinite universe is yes, and sharing the energy of yes with everyone and coding that in all that you do and all that you put out there will create and attract more yeses. Like energy attracts like energy. This is about waking up every day and saying yes to your life, yes to your creations, and yes to your dreams. Yes, you are perfect just the way you are. Yes, your life's on track. Yes, you are a success. Yes, you're wealthy. There's no reason to become what you already are. You feel that? Yes. When you feel it and believe it, you will see it. Even if you can vibrate yes just 51% of the time, you will begin to see huge changes in your life experience. The Yes Movement is infectious. Use the hashtag wherever and whenever you feel inspired to encode this powerful and positive and creative intention into what you're saying, sharing, or doing. And without even telling anyone what it means, they will feel it. What you put out comes back. What you give is what you get. You'll see it when you believe it. Yes, yes, yes. That's right. Say it out loud to yourself right now. Ready, everyone? 1, 2, 3. Yes.
So at least that helped me not cry through the whole thing anyway.
Wow.
Emotional.
Wow, that was awesome. That was absolutely awesome.
It's truth. It's absolute truth. And we hope you guys feel that energy. That is what we are putting forward as leaders, as people, as human beings, as beginners as experienced people. It's all a cycle, and we're in that cycle together. And I'm really honored to be here with you guys. I just want you to know that you can do it, and yes is the power to do it.
Yes.
Absolutely yes.
Yes.
Let's just finish with that. That was so powerful. Leave it at that.
All right. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this training and you feel the yes in your heart, because that is the root of all success. I could give you a million tools, a million hammers, the best hammer in the world with different angles and different nails. But the bottom line is, without yes, that hammer's only going to go so far. So remember, yes is the key tool, and the rest comes after. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you for coming, and make it the best success you could ever have every single day, every moment, every morning, every day. God bless everyone. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, Siha. Thank you, Daryl. Love you guys. Bye for now.
Bye for now.